So today I've spent a couple days battling physics, decided that it was useless. So physics hasn't changed in this engine. And then I have and just think I went skiing, and so due to various this and that, I haven't been able to get back to my daily schedule. And however, I have built a kind of full-fledged actual game, and I'm going to do a series of videos for this single game made with my Dodo Games framework. None of the sources in GitHub yet. So, here I am. My main goal today is to demo animations and the new animation and just some new stuff I've done. So, there's two types of animations. There's a normal animation, which takes a sprite sheet and then takes tiles that takes sections off that sprite sheet for separate frames. And then there's an imaged animation that takes like a bunch of different images and animates them together. And I have gotten some great assets from Jesse Freeman. I'll post a link to them in the description. And they are all imaged animations. There's the player, and the player has 3 weapons, and the player, it's like fire standing with a pistol maybe. We have this frame 1, frame 2, and frame 3. As you can see, the pistol kind of went up after firing. Here, with the shotgun, number 1, number 2, number 3. So kind of like a reloading thing. And machine gun, 1, 2. It's like a machine gun is a rapid fire, so you have to really see it in motion. But and then there's walk animations. The player doesn't put his pistol away, but the player just and it works very well. And so in our DGImagedAnimation class, we use sprite sheets. And in the image animation class, we use lists of strings, which are a list of the path to the image. So we have and so most commonly all of the frames have the same like path, like textures / entities / player / fire standing / machine gun / player file player-fire-3-0. That's the prefix for firing a machine gun. The thing that changes is this 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then the prefix is .png, 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 and .png. So here we have textures / entities / pairs player / fire-standing / machine gun / player-fire-3-0. This is .png. This is true, which says like we loop the frame. We loop the animation once we finish. This is a list that contains 0, 1, 2, 3 in strings. And updates per frame is frames per update is how many frames it takes for any update. And so yeah, and then and you can flip it on the X or Y axis. And yeah, so if we take a look at how we're instantiating the animations in Player, first of all, it creates a lot of annoying code. There's nothing I can do about that, so sorry. So we have a player can have pistol, shotgun, or machine gun equipped. Fire machine gun, fire pistol, fire shotgun, idle pistol, idle shotgun, idle machine gun. Idle is like just standing. Walk, 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 and the current one that we're actually doing. So here we This instantiates our animations. We do that at the very beginning of our constructor. We have a lot of ugly things here. This is just a method for converting a bunch of strings into an array. We do .instantiate with prefix, png suffix, a loop, and the list, and 4 frames per update. So every fourth frame we go to the next frame, and it's 0, 1, 2, 3. Fire pistol, we stay on 0 for a little bit, then we go to 1, 2, 1, which means it stays down, then it goes up, down, and stays down, up, down. And shotgun, when it's on 0, it fires. It has to stay there for a little bit, up, down. When it goes to 0, it fires, and so on and so on. Idle, walk, and walk. And then here, when with set idle, this determines what animation we have for idle, for like not having any input, given what weapon we have. So we just assign it to idle pistol or idle shotgun or idle machine gun, and if it's null, it always defaults to pistol. Now, if we want to set, if we're walking, first of all animations here at least are facing right, which means that flip, when true, it faces left, and when false, faces right. Okay? Because setting it, when you set the flip to true, it flips the image every time it draws. And so, but given that it's already on the facing right, when it flips, when flip is true, it faces left. And so we just do set our current animation. Here we set we shoot, which is or we set our animation to shooting, which is same thing except fire pistol, fire shotgun, fire machine gun instead of idle pistol or walk pistol. And then make invincible. I'll go over that later. That's not really animation. It just gives you a temporary invincibility when there's zombies. That's not important to us right now, though, so neither is this. Neither is this. And so here's where we do our animation code. So first of all, 1 we're a pistol, 2 shotgun, 3 machine gun. We get the keys that are down. If we have X, then we set our animation to shoot. If we can shoot, like if we can actually spawn a projectile, then we spawn a projectile. However, I've disabled projectiles for now. If keys contains A, then go to the left, and speed is 5. Flip equals true, which means we're facing left, and we set walk. Otherwise, we set idle, just to clear our animation. You know, like if you press X, this line of code right here, like if you make sure that if, for example, you press X, it doesn't keep on shooting after you've shot. And so here we set idle, clear the animation. And then if we have D, then we go to the right 5, flip equals false, and we set walk. Here, invincibility frame. If invincible frame is less than max frame and invincible, and then we go up 1 frame, otherwise invincible equals false. So that's just saying go from like 0 to 100. It's kind of like a for loop, it's a counter for updates. And then once the counter for updates gets to a certain number, you reset the counter for updates and don't worry about it until you take damage again. Then here we draw our current animation with X, Y, width, height, and the game for an image observer. Then we draw our, this is a percentage calculation actually. We draw our invincibility box, which is a rounded rectangle, and yeah, that's it. So if we run this, you're invincible at the very start. 1, I'm pressing X right now. Walking. 2, X, right, left. 3, which is machine gun. Which is, I like that one. And then left, right, and yeah, that's animations, and I've demoed sprite sheet animations. Hopefully I'll be able to do GIF animations. If anyone has any tips on that, that would be nice, because I find so many animations are in inconvenient formats. Something that like parses it, or just there's many different animation technologies, and I hope to implement most of them in this framework, so that you don't have to find another framework just because the animations aren't good enough. I've done that too many times to count. And so yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.